power in the arrogance of some of the referees, not all of them. Like Brian said, the best ones would chat to you, and you'd have a go at the referee and say, look, I'm sorry, I just didn't see it, or that's not the way I saw it, or they'd run past on the way back, and you'd be cursing and swearing, whatever, and they take it and they just go, look, this is how I saw it, and you go, okay, fair enough. You're annoyed, but they would talk to you. There are some referees now that just go, don't talk to me.
That bad?
Yeah, they can't.
They're so dictatorial. They're so authoritarian. It's like, no, don't. How dare you speak to me? It's like, respect's a two-way thing. You know, you've got to give out some respect to earn respect. And I think there are certain referees that don't really give out too much respect, but they expect it all to come their way.
Phil Dowd was the opposite, I found.
Oh, he's brilliant.
He tried to, always have that banter with you. You're saying, referee, you got that wrong. And he'll say, well, I've seen your passing today. Have you seen yours? Have you seen this?
They can have a laugh.
That? And he'll go completely
and
the
also
way, and he'll say, you're having one, your team are having
Mark
one.
Mark Elsey was similar.
So
if you swore at Mark Elsey, he'd turn around and swear at your back. And you go, well, that's fair enough. You take a little bit of that. And I think they're the sort of characters you need. I think because of TV, and now you've got referees on TV and the ref watches and all that sort of stuff, the role has changed slightly, and some of them want to be a little bit too famous, perhaps.
It'd be interesting if they were mic'd up though now, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
If they're actually saying, come on, and giving you a bit of stick back, and they were mic'd up and everybody can hear it.
Who was good?
That would be interesting.
Who was good at banter? Who was good at giving as good as they got in terms of comments to players? Who stands out?
Well, I think the ones we've mentioned, particularly the ones Phil Dowd, Mark Elsey would have a go. I thought Mark Clattenburg used to have a laugh.
See, he's quite high profile.
I think I once said to Dowdy, because we did some charity stuff and bits and pieces, and so we'd done some stuff off the field, bits and pieces as well. And I think I called him a fat something, and he went, to be fair, he went, my passing's better than yours though. and I thought, I mean, fair play. He's come back, he's taking it on the chin. Mark Elsey was similar. He would always quite happily give you a bit back, and you don't mind that, because I think that what they did do, they understood that it was a very emotional game, very high intense. You're on the edge a lot of the time, and they got that, and they understood that you were gonna say things and do things and overstep the mark at times, but they didn't take it personally.
I think Mark Clattenburg got the balance right, because I think he was a younger one coming through. He understood, he was sort of similar age, because some of them you felt like it was an authority one, like your school teacher was telling you what to do rather than.
Well, David Ellery was a school teacher.
Yeah, so it was a bit, it was a bit like sort of rigid. But then Mark Clattenburg, I'd go to him before the game. Come on, let's have a bit of fun today. Don't just start blowing your whistle straight away. Come on, let's have a. And he'd go on then, but not too much. And that was like straight away. So he'd give you a couple to set a tone on a game, or if you're playing against a big side.
I think part of the problem with that is
fun,
now, because there's cameras now everywhere and people got fat and this, that, and the other. If they're seen to be having a laugh and a joke with players, suddenly it's like, they're biased. Or they're going to side with this team, or they're going to side with that team. And
they're still given the decision.
No, I don't know. But I think the fans and everything else jump on that and go. It's like when Mike Dean did the celebration. Who scored? Tottenham Blair scored.
And then he runs off of his arms in the air.
Yeah, because he was like celebrating his own decision.
Yeah, but he let play go on. So according to him, he was celebrating that.
And he's done that on a couple of occasions where he's like almost congratulated himself. Quite get that. But then of course he's like, he's biased. He clearly loves Spurs, or this, that, and the other. And I think referees have maybe become very aware, like players have, that they are being watched at every single moment, and sometimes they may be a little bit wary and a little bit scared.
I think they want to say some stuff. Sometimes they want to say, I got a decision wrong. Some of the bigger ones we're talking about actually will accept it and say, I got that wrong. And they'll happily talk about
Martin
it.
Atkinson he's a Leeds fan, Martin Atkinson, and he quite happily admits, if he was refereeing Leeds games, they'd have got promoted about 6 years ago. They'd have had 4 penalties every game. But we do the ref watch and that stuff. He'll often text me after a game. He knowing full well Tuesday morning, he might get a bit of a tough time, and he'll just say, what did you think of that decision? What did you think of this? Or what did you think of that? And having chatted to him, they're quite open. They know they make mistakes. That's not an issue.
But he's top of the tree. That's why I like him, because that's why he's top of the tree, Martin. I've had my run-ins with him like everybody in Hong Kong in the sevens. Only last year, had a drink with him the night before. As soon as the game went, didn't agree with him, falling out, and then But the point is, he understands it, he gets it right, and generally he's a very, very good referee, and I think he's got that right sort of personality.
The other one is Howard Webb. I mean, he was a police officer, right?
Yeah, I thought Howard Webb was a good referee. I thought Graham Paul was a good referee, but then maybe he got caught up in it a little bit, as if to say, well, he was the top referee. So there's that balance all the time of
it comes down to managing. Refereeing is not necessarily the laws of the game, because all the referees know the laws of the game, and they're all going to make similar decisions and whatever. But it's managing people. It's game management and managing the players. That's what sets good referees. You know, you think of Kalina.
Oh.
You know, we played Champions League semi-final against Valencia, and it was all kicking off at Ellen Road. I mean, there was tackles flying in left, right, and centre, and he let the game go because he understood how, you know, in that moment, how it wasn't going to just go right there, go 3 or 4 red cards for each team. It would have killed it completely. He understood it, and you know, and players I think had respect for that. When he said finally, no, that's enough, no more, cards come out, okay. And I think that's what it is. It's understanding sometimes. It's like if you get a Liverpool Everton derby or more Man U Liverpool that's coming up, you know there's going to be a few maybe tasty tackles in the first few minutes, and sometimes you have to let that go a little bit.
Let it ride.
Yeah, there's still a line, but that line gets moved, I think.
Obviously, Martin Atkinson was in Hong Kong. He'd previously made the decision of Sergio Aguero in the Manchester derby where he didn't give a penalty, which it looked a definite penalty. So Peter Reid was going up on the stage to join Martin Atkinson and a panel. So we're saying, Reedy, come get into him while you're on the stage. Get into Martin about the Manchester derby, why you didn't give the penalty, see what he says, put him under pressure. So Reedy straight away after 2 seconds just put him right on the back foot. Says, right, come on then, how can you made that mistake? And to fair to Martin, it was 200, 300 people in the room, and he just said, yeah, got it wrong. And nobody actually ran it. That he actually stood there was cameras there, no one had run it because he was in Hong Kong, it didn't go back. But it was actually great that he fronted up and said, yeah, I think I made the mistake. And you don't often see that, and he wants to tell people where he got it wrong because he can take it, because he makes so many good decisions also. But yeah, Peter Reid, he didn't hold back, put it that way.